morning. Today we're working on a 2005 XL 1200 Sportster. The choke is not functioning proper. What it's doing is you'll pull it out and it wants to go in, and it makes for a very tough warm-up. With that, we're going to do a choke install. Motion Pro sells the replacement choke. And this is what it looks like. We will remove the broken choke, and I will show you what's going on with it. To do that, we got to remove the breather, all the hardware, disconnect the choke, pull the carburetor, remove the old one, replace it with a new one, and reassemble. It's not that bad at all. Pretty much anybody could do it. All right, here is our choke. As you see, we put a little clip there to hold it out. It will not. Usually what happens is this breaks and it won't stay open. Usually there's a crack right in here. It just won't function properly. You should be able to pull it out and it stay out. First thing I usually do is to see if I can tighten it. If you can tighten it, you're all right, but it's broke. You can see it's broke. There's no adjustment. As you see, this is the choke. I just showed you how it's broke. There's the piece. It's no good. First thing I want to do is remove the horn. Let's just get this out of the way so we can get to that nut. Pretty easy. Just let that drop a little bit. Put your parts to the side. Now with this out of the way, you can loosen this up. Okay, that's loose. Let's get this clip out of there. All right, what I like to do is I'm going to take a string, just so you know when you install the new one exactly where it went. And when you pull it through, you tie the string onto the new one, and you go back through the same real estate that you took it out of. Take a good look. Everything looks nice. Now I'm going to go over to the other side of the bike and pull apart the breather. All right. Let's find the Allen key that works. 1/4 inch. Nice and careful. Let's put this on the cardboard. 3/8 does the job. All right, that's the 4 of them. Put this aside. Now we got these 3. Take this off. 2 breathers for the oil. Make sure you got that squarely in there. 5/30 seconds. Do not use the wrong one. Harley uses odd sizes. Usually most homeowners won't have it. Like I said, 5/30 seconds. Be conscious of that, and go to Harbor Freight or a store and buy what you need before you start. Put that aside. Now you have these 2 breather bolts, 9/16. I'm going to squarely do this with the ratchet. is remove this gas clamp so we can remove the carburetor freely. I got a pair of side cutters. This is to catch the little bit of gas. Just twist it. Now with patience, pull this clamp off. Put it to the side. Now let's remove this gas line. Alright, what you want to do. Just a little bit. See how I'm okay, that gas drain. Side. That's free. Now what we want to do is let that choke go through here. The line over here. And that's why you got the string. So you can see exactly where it came from. Now this is us. Now we have this in front of us. This is our choke. This is our line. Cut this and we'll tie it onto the new one. These can be a little bit of a bear. What you want to do is spray a little oil. Patience. Get this rubber seal off this plunger. Like I said, this could have been on here for a while. There you go. Because this will interfere with taking that vinyl nut off. I'm using a pair of pliers. Just getting there nice and careful because you can't get a wrench in there. And there you go. Once you get it to turn, you can pretty much do it by hand. Just take your time. And sometimes these will be vinyl. Be very careful. If you notice here it's not brass, be very careful. Here we go. Now here's the new cable. If you have any questions, just ask. I'll send you the information. eBay, $25. What we want to do is take this old cable, just clean that up a little bit. And it's not bad. What you're going to notice, one, and do it in order. 2, 3, 4. Match your cables up. Make sure everything's all right. Okay, we're going to do it the same way we took it apart. All right, there's that. Next piece. There's that. Now the spring. All the way in. Make sure that's all the way in. And the spring clears around it, and you're done. Now we install this on the carburetor, and we're almost finished. We have our piece. Take your time. These are vinyl threads, so be careful. Sometimes they're hard. We got it. That was no problem. You don't have to wrench it, but nice and snug, and a little turn with the pliers. Little turn. That will do. Now this slides, and you'll see it seals over that vinyl nut. You can see she's nice. Now, we got your seal. This goes on the intake. Nice and even. Very important that that's put on there nice and squarely. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is tie this string. And let's go through the same exact path. Okay, now you pull the string. It helps. You don't want to destroy anything. Right there. Now with the string, it's relatively easy. And there we go. Now that's bent just perfect. Our gas line. Check all your vacuum hoses are nice. Anybody could do this. Just patience and set yourself up. Okay. Now we got our gas line. You could use a standard clamp. You could buy these clamps at AutoZone for the fuel lines. Slide it on. Now with the pliers. Okay, make sure it's on nice and squarely. Now, this is the tool they sell you with the clamps. You could use a pair of channel locks. Bring it to the side. You'll feel it. What I did was I filed this edge so it's not sharp, and that helps a lot. There you go. Beautiful. It's all in place. Now I'm going to go to the other side, connect the fuel line, the choke, and give it a test on. All right, we see the way the line went, so I got to back this up a little bit. And it needs to go down lower. But you see, without that line, we'd be fighting. There you go. It don't get no easier than that. If you can make it easier for yourself, by all means. Little piece of string, disconnect it. I want this lock on this side, and you're going to see it's indexed. Beautiful. Try to just hand tighten it. Now at the 17, just snug it. It's vinyl. It's okay. Now Now you see this? This is what you tighten. I'll try to get this a little tighter. There we go. Put that on there. All right, remember how this goes. Turn the gas on. And as you see, this nut here cracks and the choke will not work. It will not stay out. Now this here, your adjustment is right there. All right, with that, I want to just test it. All right, we didn't put the carburetor down, but I just want to see that everything's all right. All right. Nice. She works. With that, we'll go to the other side, close up everything. With that, we will inspect a few things, get this hose back in place. That's just an overflow. Everything looks nice, nice. First thing to go on. All right, I'm just gonna give it a little cleaning. These don't need O-rings because these slide right into it and keep it honest. The older bikes have an O-ring so it don't leak. These don't need it. All right. Line up everything. Hand start these. You want no problems. Okay, what I did is I placed these in so you can move these around a little bit. Let's line up the carburetor. Two. Do these by hand, don't get yourself in trouble. Just hand tighten for now. Don't go crazy. Snug it up. Now we'll go back to these breather bolts. Okay. Now the tubes. Everything's nice. I can see exactly where it goes. There's one. Let's go to this side. 2. 3. Up. Go crazy. Usually I go with my wrist, and you will get the feel for about the same strength that you use. Alright, now we gotta put this spacer in there. Alright. My hand. If you guys have any questions, just ask. I'll get back to you. Anybody could do this. Just look at it as piece by piece. Make sure you have your tools ready. It's not much. You go to Harbor Freight and get the tools. And you could use just regular screw type clamps for those fuel lines. Okay, let's turn the key. Choke is on. Now remember, your final adjustment is that nut right there. Will you choke out? Stays out. You tighten this, and that adjusts the tension on that rod. Now you got your choke out. Turn the key. So this is usually your first thing you want to look at when you have a bad choke. Most times those threads are broke and this does not work. The adjustment will put tension on the rod so it works for you. If you have any questions, please ask. And if you could, subscribe, thumbs up, and leave a comment. Have a great day and ride safe.